Why web design is important for business. At its core, web design is about connecting and communicating with your audience. It's about using aesthetics and images to create an emotional connection between them and your brand. If you're not sure what I mean by that, just think of how you feel when you see an ad that really speaks to you. It might make you laugh or cry or even get angry. That's how the best web designers do their magic. They connect with your senses and emotions in powerful ways that compel you to act on their message and thus buy something. Web design is important because it impacts how your audience sees, thinks and feels about your brand. Web design is a form of marketing. It is how you reach out to the world and tell them who you are and what you do. Web design allows for a company to present themselves in their best light at all times by providing visitors with an engaging experience that will leave them feeling positive towards whatever service or product they have on offer. Web design also forms part of a business's communication strategy. It allows them to connect with their customers in an intimate way through social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, creating brand loyalty in the process. This can be further enhanced by utilizing email marketing tactics where recipients receive regular updates from brands within their inboxes every day or week, depending on how often they check their mailboxes, allowing consumers to feel involved with what companies are doing without having any pressure put upon them whatsoever. Your audience forms an impression of your brand by the quality of your web design. 1. Your audience forms an impression of your brand by the quality of your web design. 2. They will either like you and trust you or dislike you and distrust you. 3. They'll buy from you, or they won't. 4. It can also impact how much they trust you. A website is not just a place where you can list your services and product offerings, it is also an opportunity to earn trust. The fact of the matter is that people are more likely to buy from you if they trust your company. We all know this. When it comes down to it, businesses that have websites that serve as a hub for their communications with customers will always beat out those who do not have one, because building trust takes time, and many web design elements play an important role in making people feel like they can rely on your business. It is not just art for art's sake. As you can see, web design is a form of communication. It's an effective way to express your brand's personality, tell your story and show off your expertise. It is not just art for art's sake. It helps to create an emotional connection between your business and the consumer. The design of your website is important because it helps to create an emotional connection between your business and the consumer. Consumers form impressions about your brand based on how well they think you understand their needs and how well they feel you are fulfilling those needs. They also form impressions based on how they feel about the content of your site. Is it interesting? Is it useful? And how easy it is for them to find information on that site. A great website design impacts all three areas. 1. It communicates clearly what products or services you offer. 2. It demonstrates that you care enough about customers to put time and effort into making sure they find what they want. 3. It creates an overall positive impression that makes people want to come back again. Good web design makes you look good. It makes you look like a leader, an expert and a good value. It's all about trust. When we see something that looks good, it makes us feel good and more trusting of the business behind the website. We believe that if they can do this well, then they can do other things well too. A good website is one that has been designed with usability in mind. It has been tested by real users who have given feedback on how easy or difficult it is to navigate around the pages of your site. Creating a good user experience can help with conversion rates and lead generation. The better your users can find what they need and want, the higher your conversion rate will be. A good user experience is also essential for lead generation. If a potential customer can't find what they're looking for on your website, they'll likely go elsewhere. To create a good user experience that improves the likelihood of conversions and leads, you'll need to have a simple design that is easy to navigate and use. Easy to find contact information so customers can reach out if they have questions or concerns, phone number, email address. A good website reflects the personality and values of your brand. In the world of branding, your web design is an extension of your brand. In fact, it is the most visible part of your brand. As mentioned above, there's a lot to consider when creating a website. From how visitors will feel when they land on the homepage to where they should go next. A good website reflects the personality and values of your brand. It should be consistent with who you are as a company or organization in order to give people what they want when they visit your site and keep them coming back for more. In turn, this will help improve conversions because if visitors like what they see, or in this case read, then chances are high that they'll buy something from you or sign up for something else offered through additional links within the content stream on each page. Think sign-up forms. You have one chance to make a good first impression. The first impression you make on a potential customer is critical to the success of your business. You only have one chance to make a good first impression, and it's up to you to ensure that your website makes an effective one. The importance of making a good first impression can't be stressed enough, as it sets the tone for future interactions with customers. If someone visits your site and feels that the design is confusing or unappealing, they'll probably leave without taking any further action. First impressions are hard to change once they're formed, and many people form them quickly. Whether it's based on appearance or how you present yourself, a visitor's first impression will often influence their opinion about whether they want to spend more time looking at what else your site has to offer or not. Web design is not just about how it looks, it's about how people interact and engage with your brand. It's important to remember that your website is a reflection of your business, and the quality of this reflection can make or break sales.